question. Interesting.
Yes.
Our podcast is a wonderland. Our podcast is a wonderland. Our views like stands. Our podcast is a wonderland. 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 Hi. You're watching the Life's Been Pretty Good Lately podcast with me, Robert Garcia.
And Chaney Summers.
I did not even know that I was going to be filming a podcast today, but I was called over here kind of on an emergency call.
It was SOS.
Titanic.
A huge celebrity event took place yesterday.
I really do love celebrities. I'm not even kidding. That's not ironic. It's a problem.
Someone got married.
Do you want me to guess?
I know you know.
Well, no, I just realized, but I actually had no idea they were actually going to go through with it.
It happened. Yes, I'm talking about Jack Antonoff and Margaret Qualley.
I might leave that one in and then put an enforced one over.
I love it. I wanted to look at some wedding photos and read about it. We have to get in the computer. Guess what the password is?
You rule.
Old computer.
You know, I would never be able to make a password like that.
Really?
Do you want to know what my password that I just made up was?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you first that the E is a 3.
Okay. Classic.
And it starts with a capital letter. I might have to bleep it out. It's just this. There's no numbers. Capital H, Hexy Mountain.
Nice.
I'm like lame. I'm running out of things. But I would never do like,
That's
old computer.
Old computer. I wanted to check out the celebrity. Okay, so I have many tabs pulled up. 2 of them are people. This one is see the celebrity arrivals. Okay.
Well, this actually is kind of interesting. I wonder who he paid to be there. He.
Okay, obviously Taylor Swift.
That's a huge get for your wedding.
It's a huge get. Lana Del Rey.
Double that. Cha-ching. That's more my... I know you're a Swiftie, but between those two already, LDR.
Yeah.
I like the controversy.
Her cop boyfriend. Let's get him on.
We've all done it.
Oh my God. That's not true.
Do stadies count? State trooper?
Oh my God. Okay. Channing Tatum and girlfriend Zoe Kravitz.
I didn't know that.
That they were dating?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a couple years, I think. Yeah, we'll have to pull up some other. Ooh.
What we got?
She looks.
Oh, yeah.
He looks ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got a shaved head.
Why? I don't know. What? That's it? There's like 3 celebrities on that.
I mean, those are some big gets, and also like I said, he had to pay them. Probably got pretty expensive after Tatum and Kravitz.
There's a TMZ article. Oh God. Jack Antonoff, Margaret Qualley, hitched without a glitch. Glitch is a Taylor Swift song. I can't.
They don't even use one of his stupid songs because no one even knows his band Bleachers anymore.
That's true.
I wish Jack was left on the bleachers, hung out to dry. Margaret stood him up, found a real man.
Okay, well, what I really wanted to do...
Just kidding.
...was read to you a New Yorker article that I've actually never read before, and I doubt you've actually read. Written by...
Quentin Tarantino. Oh, sorry.
Lena Dunham, ever heard of her?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do the applause button.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my real applause, too.
Okay. This is a New Yorker article published on July 10th, 2015 by Lena Dunham. A cultural comment. the bride in her head. Are you ready?
So, yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
This sounds good.
Like most little girls, I had a fluffy white approximation of a bridal gown that I wore around our house until it lay in tatters. I didn't do that.
Me and my brothers had one of those each as well. So
I often begged my tomboy cousin to play groom. There's a lot to unpack already in the first 2 sentences.
So her cousin's a lesbian. Go on.
A job she bore with sufficient humor. A wedding was, I imagined, an incredible day, better than your birthday, Halloween, and Hanukkah combined, with all eyes on you, a chance to be the star of your own show.
Great. Girls.
Okay. This wedding fever had not been contracted from my mother. Like many feminist women of the 80s, she had married with some hesitation.
I don't know about this. Oh, like, shut up.
She
was fine.
She wore a sharp suit.
Sir, yes. Yeah. Do you take this guy to be your husband? Sir, yes, sir. That sucks.
And spectator pumps to a mourning ceremony in the basement of a synagogue.
And when you walked in, they threw a big cloud of dust in your face.
Her opinion of weddings seemed to be much like mine is now on sex in public places. Enjoy yourself, but get it done fast. And let's please not get caught.
She's wild. I didn't really know this side of her, and it's kind of sexy.
Oh my God. Have you ever done it in
Yes.
public before? And
Me?
if so, where? Yes.
No, never. Honestly, no.
Oh.
Well, I'm not married. I've never had sex.
Nice.
But the real answer is no. I tried to one time, but my hand wasn't interested. Every time I make a funny joke, that happens.
Okay.
No more leaning back. I also shouldn't do it because it's not the most flattering for my body.
No, you look good. Okay.
I've actually been fishing for compliments all day. I really planned this outfit.
This isn't the most reaching like this. Is
No.
Look at you.
I think we both have it. It's really hot.
Innocence.
We've been doing this in a fucking heat wave. I
Can
hope
you
you're
smell
happy.
it?
Yeah, actually, honestly, the way fucking things are going, that will be a possibility soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we need some big dough. Okay.
This is great. I like this. Is it an article or is it a story?
It's an article. Okay. New Yorker published.
Essay.
Yes. Her wedding photos seemed to me an utter waste of time and resources. She wasn't even wearing her signature red lipstick. Sometimes I would take her wedding shoes out of her cedar closet and try them on, hoping to absorb some of their special power.
She's an idiot.
Eventually, I outgrew my bridal fantasies and moved on to other areas of imaginary play. Being the president's daughter, joining a sorority.
This is all bullshit. Who wants to be the president's daughter? Also, you kind of know that's in motion early on. I don't think he's going to,
But when I was 11, my babysitter, Noni, got engaged and wedding mania swept our home once more. We spent every day after school flipping through bridal magazines and discussing the details. Sleeves or strapless, hair up or down. Surf and turf or chicken? That's disgusting. Surf and turf at the wedding? Come on. That's too much.
Yeah, but also sure, I guess whatever. But to put that in there, it kind of really stops it's supposed to be this kind of graceful look at this or whatever. And of course, Lena Dunham, God, I shouldn't say that. Of course, Lena Dunham's talking about surf and turf and whatever the fuck, chicken curry. I mean, I would do it too, but.
You know, when my brother got married, he did not have food because he said he didn't want to pay for it and didn't have chairs.
Nice. Good.
He said people can stand if they want to come.
General admission. Those are the best seats most of the time.
Okay. Surf and turf or chicken? Which would you choose?
Chicken.
Nice. I would choose surf and turf and then we could share.
Oh, nice. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant for my wedding.
What would you choose at
surf and
this
turf.
wedding?
Yeah,
as the
turf.
guest.
Whatever dish gets me closest to Lena.
God. My mother would come home to find us deep in wedding plans, drawing up seating charts and designing place cards. This had to be a confusing sight for a woman who had once given me a t-shirt emblazoned with a picture of handcuffed suffragettes. That sucks. My work as a junior wedding planner could have only been a disappointing mystery to her. When Noni walked down the aisle in a dress encrusted with every shiny doodad in the universe, isn't she a writer?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a word. You can't put that in the New Yorker. Babe.
Encrusted is not a word that I want to hear about when I'm like thinking of a beautiful wedding dress. That sounds nasty.
No, yeah, it sounds like the
doodad. Doodad.
Yeah. Where are you from? Where's Connor from? You fucking Chattanooga, Tennessee? You don't say doodad. We all know you're from New York and you grew up in like a sick apartment, okay?
Okay.
I grew up in the mud. Just kidding.
Don't worry. Okay, let's see. Every shiny doodad in the known universe, her enormous family filled the church with echoes of their sobs. I cried too, but for a different reason than I expected. I was embarrassed. Something about the spectacle of the ceremony, Noni being handed off from father to husband like a doll at a yard sale, struck me as patronizing, outdated, and terrifying.
Oh, shit. Wow. This changed for me. I thought it was a happy story.
This is honestly, I wish you would have seen Barbie by now, because this is sounding very Barbie. And this was 2015. Greta.
Who's first? Greta. Or,
This is ridiculous. Okay.
simultaneously?
As a teenager, I continued to imagine my wedding, but now it was an alternate version, informed by my newfound status as a self-proclaimed weird girl.
Nice. Takes one to know one. No, sucks. Weird girl sucks.
Recently, I found a drawing from 10th grade, an anime-inspired rendering of someone meant to be the adult me wearing a shredded lace gown and combat boots. Beside the image, I had listed the details of the wedding. Tofurkey would be served.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My mother would walk me down the aisle.
So usually it's the father.
But despite my self-regarding rejection of tradition, despite the riot girl costume, there she was, drawn in my own hand. Thin, blonde, breast perky as hell. Okay? Perky as hell.
You got her phone number?
And veil perched daintily, a bride all the same. In college, this is when I think it's going to start getting good, right? Mm-hmm. A little foreshadowing. You know who's going to come up.
We're done after this episode. We're not talking about this guy anymore. That that dork has taken up too much time in my already tiny little brain. Okay.
In college, we talked endlessly about the politics of marriage, its mercantile origins, its role as an organizing principle of the patriarchy. A full seminar was devoted to the issue, in fact, with letter grades and all, in which we debated why we should or shouldn't engage in such an archaic act when our LGBTQ friends and family, they couldn't.
Yeah. The only problem with this is that Kristen and Dax already got there before you, Lena. Okay, they said we're not getting married until the community can, and they held true.
Nice. If we got married, weren't we supporting and promoting a bigoted and outdated institution? Finally, I could sense a certain moral logic behind the queasiness of watching Noni at her wedding, getting shoved toward her husband like a kid forced into the first day of kindergarten.
That's exactly what weddings always reminded me of, too.
That is so crazy.
It's true, but the bride is kind of trained to be, you go that way, you marry him. That's true. I mean, that's how my mom's wedding was. There was literally a shotgun there. No, that sucks. But I think there, her mom had a hot poker to her back.
Okay, here's some parentheses. It should be noted that I may be the only child who stopped at the end of The Little Mermaid because Ariel had to leave her father? In parentheses. What?
I was going to say, yeah. Look, people leave their fathers all the time. The only reason you don't want to leave your father is if you're sleeping with him.
Nice. But my friend Audrey put it best when she raised her hand and told our professor, I object to the marriage industrial complex, but I want that dress. So now what?
Wait, what's that girl's name?
Audrey.
She's hired. She gets it. She's not so strict. She'll have a couple extra drinks on Friday night.
Oh my God.
And she saw Barbie, I'll tell you that much.
It's true.
And she didn't get it. Just kidding. Sorry.
I'm never getting married, I told my friend Isabel while we floated in the Dead Sea. We were 22 and smeared with mud. It's a tool to oppress women and eliminate their freedom, I added. Plus, who wants to make out in front of their parents?
Honestly. Vom atrocious.
She was newly in love, high on connection. You'll take that back the minute you meet someone you like, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, here we go. 3 years ago when I was 25, I met a bespectacled
Stork.
musician named Jack.
Sir, you can't come here. No, I'm in a band.
Oh my God.
You're in a band?
That's okay.
Sorry, yes. What happened?
Well, he had a passion for John Hughes movies and driving on the Jersey Turnpike. End of list.
That sucks. Also, John Hughes had a lot of movies. Everyone at least likes one.
Okay. His belief in and insistence on true equality for LGBTQ citizens was no small reason why I fell in love with him. And early in our relationship, I watched him struggle with the decision of whether or not to perform at a straight couple's wedding.
I'll do it. How much? 10,000? Okay. I'll do it. Yeah.
There's so much here. This is crazy. Wait. His belief in and insistence on true equality for LGBTQ citizens was no small reason why I fell in love with him.
And we'll put the Pledge of Allegiance in here.
Do you think, is she the first straight woman, okay, she fell in love with Jack, the straight guy, because she was like, he likes true equality for these people. I think I'm in love. What?
Yeah. No, I mean, and then, so yeah, she kind of went down the list with him and said, so here's the deal. Or she found this out over time. I'm kind of similar to her in that way, except the exact opposite. I kind of like those Republican ones.
Early in our relationship, I watched him struggle with the decision of whether or not to perform at a straight couple's wedding. He discussed the matter at length with queer friends, concerned that it might be a form of betrayal. It is.
Playing Jack. Wait, Jack is who's Jack betraying if he plays
the
it a straight?
Community.
But he's not gay.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, okay. Go on. Sorry, this must.
He discussed the matter at length with queer friends, concerned that it might be a form of betrayal. Ultimately, he was given their blessing, though he seemed fairly tortured about it anyhow.
Hey, can't pick your brain. Hey, queer.
Queer mirror. Hey, queer mirror.
Hey, I just want to hang on for a second. I need to use you.
Nice.
I'm gonna play it straight.
The struggle. Wait, this is a real quote pulled from the New Yorker article written by writer Lena Dunham. Clip this.
Leonardo Dum Dum, more like it.
The struggle was real. The struggle was real and raw for Jack, and so it somehow became understood between us that we wouldn't even consider marrying until every American had the same right. And I said it proudly whenever I had the chance, with the grandiosity and intimations of sacrifice you hear from certain lesser vegans. That's ridiculous.
I don't think she's a vegan anymore, which is fine.
According to a June 30th article
Welcome
in
back.
Time, we were not the only ones who felt this way. Shout out.
Dak Shepard, Kristen Bell. Love.
As straight couples across America eschewed the idea of celebration that their LGBTQ friends and family could not participate in with a shared sense of freedom. While my own queer sibling considers marriage barely radical enough to scratch the surface of their consciousness, many of the couples profiled in Time felt that without national marriage equality, their weddings would be a flat-out attack on queer people they love.
You go, girl.
Jordan Davis, one of the men profiled in the piece, said, I was boycotting marriage because I have family members who would say, we don't need marriage equality. They thought the gay marriage debate was someone else's problem, so I was trying to make it their problem too. Full disclosure. Jack and I also are mentioned in this piece, among a slew of public figures. Well, we should find out who the other public figures are, who announced that they too were waiting, though some, such as Brangelina, call out, jumped ship in favor of good old-fashioned romance.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How dare they?
You know, as lovers of John Hughes movies, I think you
God.
can fucking understand. Also, how dare you fucking call out Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt? Do you want friends? And what did Brad Pitt say about that on the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Still, what did Brad say on the set of Hollywood?
I proudly wore our anti-marriage badge, though I did cut a rug at assorted straight weddings. What does that mean?
Dance. Cut a rug means dance.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
Since when? I've never heard
up in the evening. That's kind of a cut. You know that song by Springsteen
that
with
tells
the jeans.
me that she was not dancing at these weddings. Okay, she doesn't talk like this. I proudly wore our anti-marriage badge, though I did cut a rug at assorted straight weddings. But sometimes, in a moment of deep gratitude, I would mutter the words to Jack unbidden. Marry me.
Nice.
They
Is that a movie?
Nice, yes.
Driver? Damn it. I'm trying to connect things too quickly.
No, Owen and J-Lo.
Oh, it was a flop.
They became kind of a code, a way of giving a million other kinds of loving thanks. I wasn't serious, I told myself. It was like when I tell my dog to get a job. But
I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah. It's about time you pull your weight around here.
Nice. I thought you were doing Adelina. I was like, nice. She does talk like that.
Yeah, it was whiny. I also like that our anti-marriage plan wasn't absolute and that it teased at a brighter future for all, a future where I might get to wear the fluffy white dress. That future, of course, arrived not long ago when the Supreme Court ruled that marriage is a right for all, regardless of gender identification, or sexual preference,
Definitely.
Like so many people around the country, I awoke to why was she awaking to dozens of joyful messages from friends and family, rainbows and hearts. This is offensive.
Yeah. Rainbows are gay.
And a sense that at least one great victory for human rights had been achieved in our lifetimes.
She didn't give a fuck. Now she just gets an extra day off in June.
What a joy. To have a morning like that, knowing how many people felt affirmed and liberated, knowing that Pride Weekend in New York would be an explosion of hope and glitter. Soon after, another kind of text started to trickle in. Now you can get married. Hello, bride-to-be.
They broke up like 2 months later. Jack's like, oh, fuck. I mean, I'm Jack Antonoff, but even I'm not marrying Lena Dunham. Just kidding. Reverse that. That's how I feel about those two. As I ate my morning star sausage patty, and I knew that I wasn't harming any little weebies or dodles. I looked to my bespeckled idiot boyfriend as he smacked into the wall.
I think that's my favorite word from the article.
And we're supposed to believe she wrote girls.
There was definitely some words I pretended
Ghostwriter.
to know and just breezed past. I'm
I know.
Whatever.
No, I mean, I like it. I mean, there was that people have done a lot of things that are kind of just stuck in time like that in print, especially like, you know, the John Mayer Playboy interview. We don't know if that's real. We don't know if that really happened. Oh wait, it's confirmed. It did. Okay. Yeah, I put John Mayer on at where I work as you all know, I work in the coal part of the Titanic where you're shoveling with all those guys with the tank tops on. I'm one of them.
You know, Lena.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I forgot, got married. I don't even know when, but...
Wait, actually, no, you were talking. Sorry. I had to cut something out, but we'll leave that in.
got married before he did, I guess. I was like, it doesn't even
Oh,
matter.
she's married
She's
now.
married to some guy.
What do you mean? He's like not a famous guy?
I don't think so. I don't know his name. Even.
Well, oh yeah, I had no idea. I think I kind of just fell off with her once she stopped dating Jack Antonoff. I don't think I cared. I think that's kind of right around when I stopped caring.
Yeah.
She started going full woman or something, right? It's like I feel like or something. I don't even know what that means. She just kind of was like not as hip anymore, covering up the tattoos. All these, it's kind of
covered up the tattoos.
I feel like she's been wearing a lot of big dresses and stuff.
Like like removing them, just hiding them.
Yeah, just hiding them.
Yeah.
But if anyone knows if she's removed them, you can tell us. We could, talk about. We could leak that shit. So
Yeah. No.
No, I mean I hate that Jack and Margaret got married. Obviously they're gonna get divorced. He's too. I don't know. I feel like the age difference is too much, and her mother is probably fuming.
Excuse me. The age difference is too much.
When it comes to Jack, because he's so like he's aged. I know I've seen him in person. His body, like I don't even like to talk about it this way. I just feel like he kind of has like a bad back. See, I'm trying to recover from this. No, I'm just trying to find any way to find it. But no, their age difference is fine. If anything, she's a little too old for him.
Nice.
But no, of course not. I mean, the real hottie in this whole scenario is Andie MacDowell, the mother.
That's true.
That was probably the biggest whistle at the wedding.
Totally.
Welcome to our new segment, Whistle at the Wedding.
Nice.
You got one whistle. Who you using it on? So far, who you read out of that list? T.S., Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey, Jack, Margaret.
It's going to be Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz.
You know who I was thinking? I have a new, it's
Lana
not
Del Rey.
new, but a new to you, number one woman, new lady in my life. She's not new, but I'm just like, you know who I have it so bad for?
Kathy Bates from The Office.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Speaking of facial express, she's very expressive.
She's so... Ooh, her body's banging.
Nice.
Yeah. She's a hottie and one of the greats, of course.
Who let the dogs out? Sorry, I just so you're being kind of a dog.
Wow.
No, I like it. No, in a good way. Body was banging. I like it. Wait, so what got you on T? What is it? What are the acts?
Tracy Ellis Ross.
What got you on TER?
She's been posting workout videos. She's in some her ass. She's in some leggings.
That's really jockey of you.
Well.
No, I like it. It's just like I thought it was going to be
doing
like
her little stretches with like
Oh, okay. Just straight up workout videos.
Yes.
Speaking of Hillary Duff.
Okay.
Just kidding. Someone was someone was talking to me the other day and they had no idea, like, why does everyone like Hillary Duff so much? And they're like, she's on the new How I Met Your Mother. I was like, no, it's because people keep taking pictures of her butt when she's like putting groceries in the car and posting them online.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to that woman in the parking lot. I thought you were Hillary Duff. I deleted it off my phone. That's really scummy. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Like miking the gulp.
That's
What is
good.
this? The Simpsons? Conan. Come on. This is straight whiskey.
It's really tall.
I drank whiskey last night and I couldn't handle it. I don't drink stuff like that a lot. My friend's like, hey, you want a little whiskey? Come in. I was like, I come up and I was like, I had like just walked there. I was like red and hot. I was like, yeah. I was like dehydrated and I drank this really strong whiskey. And when I stood up, I fell right on my head. No, I'm just kidding. But I really was like, oh man. And then I got on a bike and I was riding over the city. I had the iPad Pro. I bought it with cash.
Nice.
Yeah. So don't drink.
We have to take a break because my stomach is growling and I can hear it.
Our podcast is one.
Yeah. I love it.
Our podcast is